And I was expecting to see a growth, but not that growth. I was actually a bit skeptical. This is what I think it's important for anyone that wants to create content about a specific topic to think outside of the box.
Welcome to episode 1 of Pro Tips. This exciting new show is your chance to learn practical tips from amazing content creators. This show is born from the realization that content creators like us don't always have a clear path to follow. We learn by trying things out, by making mistakes, and often by picking the brains of other content creators who have done well with their content. This is the show I wish existed when I started my journey as a content creator. It's full of practical tips to help you make better content, grow your influence, and most importantly, build a profitable business around your work. Today we have Rob Boliver with us on the show, and Rob's channel is very similar to ours. It's approximately the same size. He also talks about Canva and recently started to experiment with some new content. The only difference is that he does all of that in Brazilian Portuguese.
Olá pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Eu sou o Rob, eu sou embaixador Canva no Brasil.
Rob and I are good friends. I've been following him since the very beginning of his channel, and we've had countless Zoom calls to talk about YouTube strategy. But recently, he made a bold move that caused his channel to grow exceptionally fast. He published a video that was not about Canva, his core topic, but about ChatGPT. At the time we are filming this video is about a month old and has gathered 500,000 views already. So let's start with that.
Although I didn't know if it would work or not, I gave it a shot and it did work really well. And yeah, I'm very happy. And this video really pushed my subscribers. Like now I have a whole new bunch of nice people following my channel that are interested not only in Canva but also in AI, and this is really nice.
So what happened here is that Rob perceived an opportunity, a content opportunity, a new trend that was emerging on YouTube or maybe some other sources he was paying attention to. So he decided to jump on that trend very early on, and that really paid off. Let's talk about this. That's actually my next question. So you have kind of capitalized on that first mover advantage. First mover advantage is a marketing term that really explains when you are the first company or the first creator to bring something to a specific market. Kind of like when you're the first kid to bring a new toy to your school, to your classroom. Everybody is like, wow, what is this? And then you get the attention of everybody else. So it seems like Rob was one of the first guys who brought this new toy to the Brazilian market, and therefore he got a lot of attention. That's like really the definition of like being a pioneer in a specific content niche, and you're doing it in a specific language as well. Like, let's not forget that this content is in Portuguese for the Brazilian market. So probably you are the person who is the most influential, or one of the people who are the most influential with that topic in that specific market. You started speaking about it early on, so that gives you first mover advantage, which is always good to have. Did you expect such a positive response from your audience? And what went through your mind when you saw that video blow up? You're talking about 10,000 views in a couple of days, but after that, I'm pretty sure the curve went exponentially.
Oh yeah,
great.
Looks like that.
Yeah. So first, did you expect that kind of reaction from your audience? And more than your audience, because it's a brand new audience that is being exposed to that content through YouTube recommendation. Did you expect that kind of success? And what went through your mind when this happened?
Well, I did not expect to be as successful as it has been. I expected that it would be nice and people would be very like, oh, wow, I can use that now. I can generate content here and use that to help me to kickstart something. And I was talking about Canva's Magic Writer, and people really liked it, but it wasn't the same. ChatGPT was a whole nother level, and I was expecting to see a growth, but not that growth. I was actually a bit skeptical. I was like, my audience are going to think like, what am I talking about? What is he talking about? He's switching from Canva to AI, and it's still a tool. So I was like literally very surprised, and I spoke to my wife. I remember talking to her, and I said, wow, this is something I wasn't expecting. And I was like, this is something good, because then I have a whole nother niche to talk about, and I can also explore this niche a bit more.
So what happened here is that Rob actually discovered something that was really working. He publishes this first video, got a whole lot of views, and he had to decide what to do. This is not my core topic, but there is something here. So what he did was actually very smart. He started to create more and more and more videos about ChatGPT, but also Midjourney and other AI tools. So he really capitalized on this new trend that he found that was working very well. He created more of what worked, regardless of whether or not this was the core topic of his channel. So that was very smart. Let's now hear from Rob on how he decided to approach this new AI content opportunity. I believe he's been very smart about it, and that seems to have paid off in terms of views.
And this is also because a lot of people were exploiting the idea in a different perspective. Like a lot of people, they started talking about ChatGPT, how to make money with ChatGPT, how to make money with these and these and that. And I just felt that that was something quite premature to be talking as such a new tool. The audience knows that as well, and they feel it as well. So my idea was like, I will educate them first, and then after we're going to start talking about the possibilities.
And I absolutely agree this was the right approach. If you provide value first, if you educate first, instead of taking a shortcut or going for the clickbait, this usually pays off. And in Rob's case, it completely did pay off. So that was the right choice. Now, there is something else you should do when you decide to pivot with your content. So I think your approach was definitely the right one. And I love how you quickly became like the ChatGPT guy and the AI guy, and your channel even switched the color of your thumbnails. Like you had, you had this really smart pivot going on in the way you create your content. You seized that content opportunity, and I admire that. You inspired us to start talking about AI on our channel, and it's going well for us as well, our audience, and we are being very cautious as well. And I want to adopt this. I want to teach you how to use this tool from a very specific angle, from the content creation angle, because I don't want to ditch completely what we are doing about Canva.
No.
Not at all. How can we integrate both and work as an extra tool that supercharges your content creation process? When you want to introduce a new topic to an already successful channel, when your audience is used to a specific line of content, you cannot completely rupture and start talking about something completely different. Your job as a content creator consists in creating bridges between the brand new shiny thing, but also the core topic of your channel. In our case, we needed to create that connection between AI tools and Canva, because that's what our audience has actually signed up for. That's why they subscribe to our channel, Canva. So how do you create these connections?
I think we were going through the same process, you and I, with our audience, like, because we have videos talking from the beginning of Canva, and we're like making it a bit more, exploring all the options within Canva. And now we are using Canva as a tool, mixing with another tool.
Yeah.
And this is what I think it's important for anyone that wants to create content about a specific topic, to think outside of the box. Like if you're talking about a specific tool, Canva, Notion, whatever, if you just talk about that subject, there's just so much that you can say about it without going to be like going back and recreating old content and stuff like that, which is always useful, different ways of doing it. But what I've learned is that if you look outside of the box, you can find smart ways to create a content that is actually very interesting for your audience, but you're still talking within the same subject, the same niche.
As a content creator, you will always have to come up with the next idea, the next piece of content, the next tutorial, or whatever you are producing. One important thing though is to keep your main audience in mind. What else would they be interested in? What other challenge might they have or struggle with? What other angle can I use to approach my main topic? Be curious. Think outside of the box, try some new things. By all means, this new series is all about taking a shot. This is something new we thought we would try on the channel. Are you guys enjoying it? Are you finding these tips valuable? What do you think about the format? I would love if you could give me some feedback via the comment section. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.